Hello. I'm just making sure that it's all audible. I hope I am live and you can hear me. Yeah, can you hear me? Okay, so let's get started. Yeah. Hello, guys. I'm hoping that it doesn't get me disconnected again. There's something really wrong right now. So let's get started. And I want you to sit as I taught you. Let's put our hands at the ribs. Okay. Now, as you breathe in through your nose, Pilates breathing is very unique. You breathe in through your nose as if you're smelling your rose. And as you breathe out, it's like you are blowing a candle, but not with forceful expiration or forceful breathing. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out. So as we breathe in, you can feel the ribs are coming into your hands. You can feel your lungs expanding. And as you breathe out, going all the way, deflating. So it's like a balloon. So breathe in through your nose and out. Breathe in, out. Take a deep breathe in and out. So that is one of the foremost thing we want to learn when we start with Pilates. Now all of you just lie down on your mat. Even if you have a towel, that's okay. We just need a mat or a towel. Now lie on your back first. Keeping your knees bent, I want you to start first placing your hands by the side, taking a breathe in to stay here. Now as you breathe out, you want to lift from the shoulder. Hold it there and down. Now what we are going to do is we are going to connect the core. Now imagine you're wearing a tight jeans. So you want to slightly pull in your tummy muscle to connect and activate your transversus abdominis, which is the deeper core muscle, and your six-pack muscle. So take a deep breathe in here. As you breathe out, you just flex up. So if you can see, I'm coming up from my shoulders. I'm using more my abdominal. It's not my neck. And bring it back. Breathe out to flex up. Breathe in, hold it. And breathe out, going down. Breathe in to prepare, out, flex up. Hold it there and bring it down. So again, we are not using the neck to come up. You want to really connect your core and bring it up. Stay and down. Now coming to the next, we're going to check our back. So back needs to be having a natural curve. So I want you to place both of your hands on your head. Now just flatten it and create a curve. Flat and curve. So when we flatten it, it's known as an imprint back. And when we make a curve, it's a natural curve. Now you want to make sure between this flat and extending back, there has to be a natural curve, neutral spine, where you find it comfortable for your back. Now maintaining that position, I'm going to place one leg towards the ceiling, straight pointed, 90 degree. And now start with circles. So nice breathe in and out. The focus is to keep the knees straight, to keep the abs connected, what we just learned, like a tight jeans. And you want to squeeze your glutes and you want to create nice small circles. So it has to be more 90 degree, but if you cannot, you can always go to 80 or 70 also. And let's reverse it. So breathe out when you go front, outside, and breathe in as you go in. Breathe out and in. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You should be really feeling your leg, your hip muscles, and 10. So it's very good for the hip mobility. And as we are every day sitting home, doing work from home these days now, luckily people have started going out, but still the hip mobility is really important to focus on. So I'm maintaining my lower back neutral and I'm just focusing on creating circles in the air. Breathe in inside and out outside. So you have changing the leg and you're just focusing on your hip muscle. Keep your feet pointed, keep reaching up towards the ceiling, and now reverse it. So guys, the whole idea of Pilates is to maintain the principles what we learn and to do each movement incorporating them. And bring it back down. Coming to the next movement, we are focusing more on keeping our shoulders open. We don't want to round it. So maintaining the shoulders open, flex up, and let's start with scissors from your hands. So when you're doing that, you want to make sure that your ribs are connected to your abdominals. You don't want to really lift your ribs off, okay? So your shoulders are off, but your ribs are still connected, and let's scissor it out. Give me 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and bring it down. Coming to the next, you want to first lower back flatten it. Okay, now no more natural curve, but we are creating more flat back. Bringing your one leg tabletop, another leg tabletop. Now, this is known as a tabletop position because it's like an imaginary table and you're putting your feet onto that. Keeping the shoulder blades open as we talk, keeping the abs really connected, and you want to flex up. So once you are up, you want to pulse your arms down. So you don't want to really jam your chin. Imagine apple under the chin and just pulse your arms down. Keep pulsing your arms down. Give me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. So the idea is to really focus on keeping the shoulders open, pulsing your arms. If you really want to challenge further, you can straighten your legs and keep reaching in and for 5 and out for 5. You can in between really flex your feet all the way in. You can even put your upper body down and pulse it if you're really not good with your neck. So this is how we are focusing on the breath, the core muscles. Keep squeezing your butt. Keep focusing on 5 in, 5 out. Keep breathing in for 5, out for 5. In for 5, out for 5. So there are a lot of variations you can keep adding to just challenge yourself further. And bring it down. And you can just hug your knees and relax. Now, coming to the next. You want to keep that lower back flat, imprinted. You want to flex up. Let's add some bit of coordination. So I'm holding one leg around the knee and I'm reaching out from the other. So it's like single leg stretch out and bring it in. Give me 10, reach 8, 7, 6, 5. It's the control what you need. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs together. You can just hug your knees, relax for a bit, and bring it back down. Coming to the next, it's very important that your spine has the articulation, right? So we are going to work on the articulation of spine for the next Pilates movement. So keep your legs straight. I'm always going to show you modification if the actual movement is difficult. So let's place the hands towards the ceiling to start with. If you can see my feet, I'm keeping it flexed towards me, towards your feet. Now, breathe in first, head comes up. Breathe out, you want to fully articulate your spine. Stretch all the way in the front. And now as you roll down, just imagine it's like a scoop, okay? I would not always say, imagine there is a grate at the lower back, and you are going to squash that grate and go one by one. So idea is not to come up jerkily, the idea is to articulate your spine. It's one by one vertebra coming up and same way going down. So again, let's go for a few more. So maintaining my feet dorsally, breathe in, head nod, breathe out, articulate all the way up, reach. Stay for a breathe in. Now scoop, roll down. Imagine that grate you're squashing and bring it all the way down. So a lot of times we feel it's so difficult to come up, right? Or go down so smoothly. So that's the work of your abdominal. So you want to really keep that connection. Hands here, head nod. Head nod is all about just dropping your gaze and reach. Smoothly stretch. And scoop, roll down one by one and bring it back. Now, if someone cannot do that, you can always bend your knee and can do the same thing, just coming up and bring it back down. Just coming up till you can. So this is more like a prep to work later on for full articulation. Coming back, my last round of articulation, all of you, let's hold it there. And come back to bent knees. Now, once we are here, you want to learn the articulation, you want to learn the scooping. So again, we are going to put a grip at the lower back, and we're just going to squash that and bring it up. So I keep the rounded spine and up. My gaze is looking at my knees. I'm not tall right now. I want to create a C curve in my lower back. So breathe out and breathe in. Out and in. So it's more focusing on the hip opening. Breathe out and bring it back. Coming to the next, rolling like a ball. I want your hands at the shin. Okay? So lift your feet like that, and you have to create a shape of a ball. You can even hold your hands from under the knees, and you want to just roll and back up. So your feet should not touch down. So everything is through the abdominal. So it's really good for the lower back, and it's a lot of work for your abdominals. It has to be like a flow. You should not be jerking. Your legs and chest distance should always be maintained. And coming back nice and tall. So now let's get you on one side. Okay. Now keeping the legs straight, let's work a little bit of side abductors, glutes, inner thighs. So go all the way down. My feet is pointed. Now if you can see that, I want to connect this belt and I want to maintain the square. Now as you lift, breathe in towards the ceiling and breathe out going down. So you want to really point your feet, and when you come down, you are flexing it in. The idea is not to go up. The idea is to create a smaller range, but more work on your stability here, okay? So breathe in and out. I'm really hoping you all are doing with me, guys. Let's go. 5 more to go. Breathe in, out. 4, 3, it's like painting a wall. So it needs to be smooth. 2, and 1 last. Now let's maintain the leg here and let's start with circles. So keep the feet pointed and circle it. So breathe in the front, breathe out at the back. 2, 3. So if you can see, I'm not letting my stability move. I'm still stabilizing my hips and just creating a small circle. So as I said earlier, it's never about a big range. It's more about stability, your breathing, your connections. And reverse it. So breathe out at the back, breathe in the front, creating small circles. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Perfect. Now, maintaining this position, let's lift the leg hip height. Now let's work the front of your leg. Feet needs to be flexed. If you want to point, that's okay. So let's bring the leg in the front and point it back. Leg goes in the front and point it back. You can keep it pointed, breathe in and out. But while doing that, you should not fall, okay? You want to stabilize it. Breathe in, out. In, out. In, out. This is more like a support, so don't give too much weight on your hand, which is down. And let's do 1 more. And just relax. I'm sure if you're doing with me, you would have really felt a lot of, I would say, not burning, but more work happening through your lower body, mainly through the glutes and your sides. Now, keeping both the legs bent, you're going to go on the elbow. Now, when you go up, you want to make sure that your leg opens. So lift, open, close, and back. So whenever you are in unilateral movement, whenever you are doing one side, you don't want to sink into the shoulder, but you want to more go away from it. Create stability in your shoulder joint, and then as you lift, you open, connect the inner thighs, close, and back. So make sure your ribs and your obliques are active. and down, and down, down. Let's do a few more. Down. And relax. Amazing. Now let's get you on another side. We'll first do the movements what we did the other side. Going all the way down, knee straight. And let's get you started. So leg goes up, point, and dorsey down. Reach up and down. Reach up, down. Point up, dorsey down. 3, 4, 5. It's like painting the wall, keeping your glutes really squeezed, guys. 6. Keep the connection on. Wear your tight jeans. 8, 9, and let's do one more. 10. And now coming to the next. So your leg is at hip height, and let's start with circles. So circles are from pure hip work, pure hip joint. Breathe in the front and breathe out at the back. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and let's reverse it. I know there's a little burn which has started from your glutes. 3, keep reaching. Your leg needs to be long. You should not soften from your knees. Keep it straight. 5, 6, and 7. And just rest it up. Now, coming to the next movement, you go at hip height first. Now, you can flex your feet if you want or keep it pointed. Breathe in the front and breathe out at the back. Breathe in, out. 3, out. 4, out. 5, out. 6, and let's do one more. 7, and relax. Now let's go on the elbow, unilateral work, what we did the other side. So again, make sure you're not sinking into it, but you're really connecting away from it, keeping the knees bent. Now as we go up, the hip goes open out. 1, reach. 3, keep opening, guys. 4, you want to keep connecting, so you don't want to sink. 6, 7, let's do 3 more. 8, connect your glutes. 9, and 10. Great. Now let's get you on stomach. So the idea is to move in each and every position, like on supine on your back, what we did on sideline, and now we're going to go on your stomach, okay? So let's get you on tummy. We are going to first stretch the upper back a lot because that's what we need the maximum. So hold your hands like here, okay, at the side of your hips, feet is pointed. I want you to just press the shoulder back and lift your chest up. Don't look up, just look at the edge of your mat. And down. Just open the shoulder, lift, and down. Open the shoulder, lift, down. Open the shoulder, lift, down. So can you feel the work at the upper back, guys? Open it, lift, down. Open the shoulder, lift, down. Let's do 2 to 3 more. Open the shoulder, lift, down. Open it, guys, lift, and down. Now coming to the next, we're going to do swan dive. So your feet needs to be pointed and a little bit apart. So your heels are facing each other and feet is pointed out. Hands by the side. Neck should never look up. Just look at the edge of your mat. Now as you breathe in, you are going up, and breathe out, just go down. Just do 2 with me like this. Nothing in the lower body. Just upper and down. Now, you want to stay here. Now, you want to initiate your lower body. So just look what I do and then do it with me. So it's like a seesaw. I'm initiating my glutes. So working on your posterior chain, that is full back of your body. Breathe out. Reach up. Last 2. 1. And sit back in shell stretch. Just relax. You want to really relax the lower back. You want to completely relax your legs and just breathe. Okay. Now coming to the next movement, that's very good for the lower back. So let's get you on all-four position. So all-four position is this. So where your hip and knee is in one line and your shoulder and wrist are in one line. So once you're in this position, be on your feet. Connect your abs first. Don't let it sink, okay? You don't want to sink. You want to maintain the neutral, what we learned first. And you want to just shift your weight front and back. So breathe in the front and out at the back. In, out. In, out. In, out. In, out. One last. So that was a bit of back stretching in between. Now, maintaining this position, we are going to go in hover position. What is hover is you're just going to lift your knees slightly off. So here and just lift and hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So when you're doing this, you are really going to feel in the front of your legs. Front of your thighs, major work. So again, make sure you're not sinking into the shoulder, but you are really up and lift. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good work, guys. If you're doing with me, you know what I mean. You're really feeling a lot of work. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Now let's get you on wrist planks. So in that we are going to do weight shifts, what we just did with on the knees. Now on your hands, one by one your legs goes up. Now maintaining the lower back neutral, you should not sink, okay? And you want to just shift your weight front and stretch your calves back. Weight front, back, front, back. Give me 3, 2, and 1 last. Okay, now let's add some more fun. We are going to add movement to that. So again, same position. Just want to lift my leg off and down, okay? So try this because we're going to add both of them later. 2, 3, 4, don't let your hips fall. 5, and 6. So yes, a lot of you must be feeling a little bit on the wrist, but what you want to do is you want to really focus more on the shoulders, so your weight is not that much on the wrist, okay? So now we are going to add these two movements, what we just did. So I'm going to show you once, and then we'll do together. So let's go into a wrist plank position. Now as you lift first, one leg, you shift your weight back, front and down. Lift, shift back, front and down. Lift, shift back, front shift, down. Lift, shift back, front shift and down. And just rest. So now what we did is, we first lift, shift the weight back, front shift and bring it back down. So let's do one more set. Again, if you're feeling on the wrist, you can just hold the wrist plank position and just do any of the movement what we just did, or you can still be on your knees and do the same. So if you want to be on the knees and do this, what you're going to do is lift, shift, front and back. Lift, shift, front and back, okay? So let's get you with one more set. Lift, shift, front, back, lift, shift, front, back, lift, shift, front, back, lift, shift, front and back. So let's stretch a bit, just the lower back, your wrist can relax. And let's get to our last movement, which is side bend, okay? So what I want you guys to do is, I want you to bend the lower leg and the upper leg is in the front like this. Now once you're here, again we are doing a unilateral movement. So when my hand is here, I don't want to sink like that because then I'm really stressing a lot on my wrist joint. So I want to connect my shoulders first, keeping the other hand here. Now first we are just going to do breath. So breathe out and back. You can also put your hand here and you're just lifting your hip and back and still square, okay? Lift and down. Lift, down. So my hip and my hand, it's in one long line. So you don't want to put your hand more in the front, otherwise it won't be square, okay? So make sure about your hand and your hip. Up, down. Let's do two more. Up, down. One last. Up and down. Now let's add some variation to this. So reach and bring it back. So now we are using a lot of obliques and the inner thigh connection to go all the way up. Reach and back. So guys, if you are not feeling that great with your shoulder or wrist, don't try this right now. Just work on the one which I showed you and gradually we can always add, okay? So take a nice breathe in, really stabilize your shoulder. Let's do one more. And bring it down. Perfect. So this is one of my really favorite ones because you're working on everything and unilateral movements always helps. So let's go on another side. So again, the front leg is bent, the lower leg is bent but down, okay? Now, starting first with the press, the hip and hand in one line. You can put your hand here also. 1, 2, 3, 4. So your knee will never come off, okay? 5, 6, and one more, 7. Now anyone who wants to try the full, they are most welcome to try it out, but otherwise you can still work this first, okay? So now when you're in full, you want to make sure that stability is still there and reach and back, reach and back, reach and back, reach and back. Let's do one last. Reach and back. Great, guys. Now just shake it off. Let's just cool down a bit. Okay. So you can just stretch your wrist, like you can just create circles with them. 5 in, 5 out. That's a good stretch for the wrist. And as always, I just mentioned before, you want to really use your shoulders so that's like, the wrist doesn't get too stressed out. Okay, now let's get you on mermaid position. So my front leg is bent and my back leg is bent here. Okay, now we are just going to stretch, take a hand up, stretch and bring it back down. Another side. So it's more like an oblique stretch, okay? Stretch and bring it back down. Stretch, down, stretch, and down. So the way we are sitting right now, why are we sitting is, if you cannot, you can always sit cross-legged, but this is a very good way to work on your hip mobility. Let's go other side. Up, reach, and down. Up, reach, and down. You can always do both side stretches whenever you change the leg. And relax. Now, the last stretch is going to be the shoulder stretch. So hold your hands back and we're going to pull the shoulder blades back, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you can see my head, my neck is aligned with my spine, my shoulders are open, and I'm just pulling my scapula on my upper back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One last. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so guys, I really hope that you all joined. You all did some movements today. And okay, so let's see if you guys have any questions. Guys, Pilates for a lot of you might be new, a lot of you would have already tried. But if you have any questions, please, you can message here. If you can just write and I can reply you back, whatever question you have. I would just like to tell you about like why are we talking about just Pilates, right? Like why not any other form of exercise right now? Pilates is a very low impact movement, which is more for your flexibility, strength, posture correction, breathing. You're focusing a lot on your connections, which normally a lot of times in cardio we miss out because we are right now focusing on very isolated muscles. As you saw, a lot of movements, what we did, we were very specifically working on isolated work, but at the same time, we were incorporating all the principles, what I literally like taught you in the different movements. So that's all the beauty, what we are focusing while we are doing Pilates form of exercise. Now, one more thing, what I really want to share is like a lot of you would have that question. Guys, please put on questions, okay? So I can reply to yours also. Pilates can be done by anyone. A lot of people do ask me that, I'm 60-year-old or I'm just 20-year-old. Like, can I do Pilates? Yes. Pilates can be done in any age, first of all. Pilates can be done by anyone because there are a lot of modifications. Me being a physiotherapist, I know that we deal with a lot of patients also. So even if you have a back pain, knee pain, we can always customize. So it's a very good form of exercise for you all. Thank you so much, Alokji, Sunilji, Shantanu, Nishant, Deepika. Thank you so much for your messages. I really hope that you all did it with me. But please feel free to, question. Like we still have 5 more minutes. If you have any questions, I can answer it right away, and then we can end it. Anyone, any questions, guys? If you have any questions related to Pilates or physiotherapy, you're most welcome. Guys, किसी को कोई भी question हो, please let me know so I can actually give you a better idea. Yeah. Thank you, Varunji. Thank you, Rachna. I'm so happy. Guys, you are writing me all thank you here, but if you have any questions, please feel free. Who has done Pilates today for the first time? किसका ये first Pilates session था? Just write on the comments so that I know. Yes. So Varun ji का question है कि he would like to know Pilates does increase endurance or not. So this is a very good question, guys. So as I said, it's a low impact form of exercise, but that doesn't mean that it doesn't intensify. So yes, you can really work on your endurance a lot. So for that, there is one more equipment in Pilates, which is known as cardio tram. What we use a lot when people want to add a cardio related movement to increase their endurance. And even in mat exercises today, it was more like, I would say a very quick, brief session to make you feel what is Pilates about. But yes, while doing this movement, you can work a lot on your endurance because we see a lot of runners, we see a lot of marathon runners who come to us just for that focus, just to create good endurance, good stability, good flexibility. So yes, Varunji, this we can definitely increase the endurance through Pilates. In fact, there is a lot of less chances of having injuries, which is one of the very good thing with that.
Okay, so that was your first time. I'm so happy, and I'm so happy that you had a wonderful time with us. Okay, we have one more question. Yes, Niluji, patients with high BP and cervical can do all this. So that's a very good question, Niluji. So ideally, Pilates, as I said, it can be done by anyone. Like I'm seeing someone who's 79-year-old also. So why it is for everyone is you can customize, you can modify every exercise. Whatever I did today, I did give you a few modifications, but we didn't have a much like a 1 hour that I could modify everything. But yes, we can modify each and everything in that. At the same time, as we said about cervical, so there are a lot of exercises which helps in cervical muscle strengthening and which helps in releasing the trapezitis and the cervical neck pain. So definitely you can do Pilates, but we have to use modifications. We shouldn't be doing the whole intense exercises for the same. Neeraj, I hope this helps. Varun, Dr. Varun has one more question. Does it always mean Pilates related to core strengthening? So that is actually a very interesting one. See, I would always say that Pilates base, like a foundation, is the core. It's the powerhouse. So what I always tell my client is, I'm going to teach you, all of you who are watching this, I want you to really take this as a giveaway gift from me. Imagine you are wearing the tight jeans, what I taught you. Now, that tight jeans is just not to wear when you are on mat doing exercise. That is something you need to do whole day. Because if your powerhouse is not active, then whatever movements you are doing day to day, like let's say if you're working in the kitchen or you're working on your computer, you're going to collapse. This is the collapse spine what will show if your core is not active. But the moment your core is active, this is how you are going to look. And that's how it's going to solve lot of aches and pains in the future. But yes, the foundation is core, but Pilates is not just about core. The foundation is core. Then you do full body exercises. But we always believe as Pilates instructors, as a physiotherapist, that if we are stabilizing through the core muscle and then we are working the body, we get much more efficient results for the same. Okay, so what's the weight loss with such slow and stationary movements? Okay, so Vivekji, honestly, a lot of times people do feel that how will Pilates help in weight loss? Honestly, when you are doing more slow and controlled form of exercise, you work a lot on your leaner muscle. Like you work a lot on creating more leaner muscle mass. You really focus a lot on inch loss. Weight loss always comes secondary because for weight loss, what all we need to take care is the nutrition and a lot of hormones and all that changes also are a full whole thing is a different project when we are talking about weight loss. But when it's Pilates, we are working a lot on your inch loss, a lot on your toning down. So you definitely are going to see results on the scale also. But first, you're going to see like even if you have just lost 1 kg, someone would be like, oh my god, you have lost like 3-4 kgs, but it's just 1 kg. But that 1 kg is pure muscle gain and fat loss. So Pilates, like we see a lot of post-pregnancy clients also with whom we lose like 20 kgs, 25 kgs. Of course, it's during a period of time, but as I said, it is a gradual I would rather say it's a gradual process, and at the same time, everything has to be together. Like you have to little bit add the walking or a cardio form. You are doing your Pilates and you are doing the nutrition. These three things will work the best. Now, one more. When we talk, how much do you think it is related to different kinetic chains in body? Um, is it always like that core is always related to abdominal core? Do we have something core of? So yes, no, it's not always just the abdominal area. No, we just talk like that because that's how we frame it like that, like rectus abdominis, transversus abdominis. But no, pelvic floor is a part of your core. Your diaphragm is also a part of your core. So what we are targeting is a 3D dimensional what is here in this area, and that's what we are activating, that's what we are focusing on while we are moving, because that is, if that is not active, the spine, the body is going to collapse. So as I said, I wouldn't say just like an abdominal area, but we do say that while we are moving, while we are explaining to clients, but it's much bigger than just the abdominal area. does Pilates have impact on type 2 collagen formation? So I think this research they're still doing, Dr. Varun. They haven't yet proved ki kaun sa they are really focusing on. But what they have seen from all the research, I think even I will say what is the research on this, because I do remember I did see some researches what they have been doing, that how does it help in collagen formation. But there has been some research which proves that the fascia, the layer under your skin, so while you're doing Pilates, while you're doing this controlled slow form movements, it's actually helping a lot in creating a healthy fascia. So I think that is one of the good reason also to work on your Pilates movements. Okay, this all even I'm not sure, because I think even I have to look sarcomere and all that whether the research proves that or not. It's too much in detail, so wouldn't want to comment till I'm pretty sure. Okay. How much short lock muscle can be corrected with this? Again, this is something which I shouldn't comment till we have a research paper which proves. Dr. Varun, what I would right now would want to mention is when we are focusing on a movement, what all we focus is we focus on strength, we focus on flexibility, we focus on control, we focus on stability, we focus on coordination, we focus on posture, we focus on breathing. So and a lot more, but these are the things which comes first in the mind, and that all things are like a checklist when we are doing Pilates. So being a physiotherapist, I always believe that it has to be a holistic approach of mind and body, and that's how I feel Pilates can help each and every one of us. What do you mean by different movement dysfunction syndrome? Any name for that particularly? Because yes, of course it does help, but then it's very specific. Like what exactly are we talking about? Guys, please feel free if you have any more questions. And so I think we got really good ones. Thank you for asking very different and very good questions. I'm so happy that there are so many questions related to Pilates still unanswered. Okay, so guys, thank you so much, and thank you so much, Vivekji, Click2Clinic Home Healthcare, for having me. I'm really happy to take a session today, and I'm really happy that a lot of you did it for the first time, and I'm really hoping that you all enjoyed. So please feel free to ask me if any questions. I'm there on Facebook, so you can just ask me your questions. If there is anything specific you would want to know about Pilates or physiotherapy or anything. Okay, guys, so then that's it. We would end it here. Thank you so much. Bye. Take care.